This podcast features intuitive, psychic, and spiritual impressions provided for entertainment and personal development purposes. Nothing in this episode should be considered medical, psychological, legal, or financial advice. The host is not a licensed professional. All guests participate voluntarily and understand that personal stories or emotions may naturally arise. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the SAEL Podcast. My name is Farah. I'm a psychic medium and channel, and in this podcast, I channel healing energy and guide guests on journeys that serve their highest good. With every episode, we embark on a new teaching, new realizations, new ideas, inspiration for moving forward. I invite you to remember to guide your own being from within with every step you take, including while listening to each podcast episode, where every human being is unique and individual. And teachings may arise that may or may not apply to all beings, and they may not apply to the guests themselves in every moment of their lives, except for the moment in which it is shared. So I invite you to join and to listen with discernment, guided with your own inner knowing, to take on what resonates and discard the rest. Welcome home to you. Welcome home. Welcome to now. Welcome to your space, and welcome back your being, your body, into your physical expression. We begin by embodiment, and embodiment is a word that floats around often these days, especially in the wellness community. But what it actually means is full expression. It's full expression of who we really are, full embodiment of our spirit into our physical bodies, so that every cell of ours is vibrating with our spirit, and our spirit flows through every cell and codes the cell's expression with our soul essence. Take a few deep breaths if you need to right now. And exhale. Sigh it out, yell it out, shake it out, whatever you need to do. And I always cringe when I do this and when other people guide me to do this, but I find myself guiding you through that right now because it helps you to momentarily remember that you don't need to hold what isn't yours. You can just relax and be who you are in this moment. So welcome again. This space is now yours. Relax and enjoy this channeled guided meditation about reforming our connection with our own power, with our wisdom after we've encountered abuse, whether in our family dynamics, whether in our career, or in coaching containers, in therapeutic models, whatever the case is, when you've had a mentor or you've been in a power dynamic that was misused for both parties, because when one person is abused, both parties are abused. The abuser is also being abused, whether they consciously are aware of that or not. Energetically, they lose part of themselves in the other person when they abuse them. What abuse is manifesting power by forcing someone else to oppress their own. And what that looks like in a dynamic of a career is hushing people down, preventing them from speaking their truth, preventing them from expressing their ideas, and it results in dis-ease in relationships, in dynamics within a business, within a company, within careers. I don't know why this is flowing today, but I'm going to allow it and see where it's going and why it's flowing. This is for us because there are a lot of toxic connections that are happening, that are coming to surface in the collective, especially around how we work and our career homes. This is for you if you are manifesting a more enlightened career house, a more creative, a more freely expressive career place. I hope you enjoy. I wish that you take on what serves you and don't even mind anything that doesn't. Let it be where it is. And remember that when we consume the power of someone else, we are still living in their energy body, whether we recognize that or not. So it is very essential that we turn up the volume of our awareness at the moment as we embark on this channel meditation, so that we recognize where in our lives we're actually expressing from this person's power, from this person's voice, from this person's inability to have lived their own power, which resulted in them stealing ours. You never lose anything. You can recover everything always through intention. A career home of your own deserves to have your own imprint, deserves to have clear, energetic boundaries, so that you are freely owning the tools and the distribution and the outcome that you create. And we all come here with a decision to manifest something in this lifetime. It's a message, it's a calling, it's a form of action that we take throughout our lives, it's a form that we take or a function that we take in society, whatever that is that you've chosen to express as in this lifetime at this very moment, welcome. It's welcome. It belongs here. And we need you to shine that. We need you to shine that. We need you to shine that exactly as you were born as, before anyone put any labels or covers on it or prevented you from expressing it or shamed it or called it something that wasn't what it was. Before any of this, as the gift that it truly is. And I want you to imagine now that you know exactly what I'm referring to with this calling. Whether you are consciously aware of what that is, imagine that there's a box in front of you and it's a gift, and you can unwrap the gift in your own time and decide, or not decide today, maybe if you don't want to yet, open the box to see what that is. And whatever you see, you can say it out loud or keep it in heart. Remember it. Remember what that is. Remember what that is. And before you jump into the conclusion immediately, I want you to just be there. Just be there with the box. Be there and observe what's in the box. What do you find in the box right now? What's around the box? Whatever you see, notice. You don't have to judge it or freak out about why it's there. Just notice, observe. It's all information. It all carries a message. And if you decide to be brave today and look in the box without judging yourself afterwards for maybe not exactly expressing what's in the box in your current day to day, that's okay. We're all on a path. And maybe you already are. You already know. And you're like, why am I doing this exercise? Then by all means, please skip through the podcast. Or you might not know what we're referring to here because you've been planted in a world where survival is through conforming. And that's also allowed. That's also permitted. There's also room for that. There's also purpose and function. And yes, even need for that, whatever that looks like for you. Wherever you are, let's say you've noticed what's around the box, you've observed what's in the box, and now that you've decided to maybe take out of the box what was in the box and put the wrap on the side, I want you to hold what's ever in the box right now. This could be a symbol, this could be an object, this could be a message, this could be a person, whatever that is. And trust your imagination. Trust the first thing that comes. Trust your own intuition in this moment. I want you to carry it in your hands. Place it on the palms of your hands and observe it. Are there writings, words? Are there people around looking? Trust. Bless whoever's around, regardless of their intention. Bless them. When we bless other people with love, the intention comes back, regardless of the origin of why they approach us. Bless them. Bless them. May you be blessed. Whatever your intent is around me, may you be blessed. May you be blessed, and really wish that from pure love, a pure intent. May you be blessed because everybody deserves to be blessed. May you be blessed. May you be blessed. Now that you've carried what's in the box, I want you to imagine that you're carrying it upward and towards your head. As you place it above your head, it almost dissolves into debris, into sparkles. And I want you to imagine that these particles that formed this physical object or thing that you saw are now just dissolving and forming little particles all around your aura and your energy space over your head. And I want you to enjoy the feeling of being showered by that. Let it flow through all of you. Let it encompass every cell of your body. Let it really take over. Let it flow. Allow yourself to swim in the nature of the gift that your soul essence guided you today to remember. Embrace it. Embrace it and know that nobody else has the wisdom the knowing, the expression that you do in your way. That only you carry this present in this lifetime. And that permission is granted for your soul to express that very thing you decided to join this earth in this time to manifest as. So remember to be free in expressing that essence. Remember to teach your parts, your inner guide, to design the way forward so that your very essence can fully shine and express to the extent, to the scale, and for the ones that it needs to. And with that, I want you to slowly open your eyes and look around you in your space and say out loud or in your head quietly, I am ready. I am ready to be the one I am. I am ready to be the one I came here to be. I am. I fully, wholly am. I am only the one I came here to be. And I express as the one and only that I came here to be. I am fully permitted to carry the wisdom, the knowledge, the tools for the people that I came here to be with in this lifetime, in this space, in this location. And so it is. You are guided. Trust your knowing, trust your vision, and trust the opening of the portal ahead of you now that you've embraced who you truly are, why you came here, and how you are meant to be living and expressing in this lifetime. This was part 1 of manifesting a career home that is suitable for your authentic path. Part 2 is about recovering power that had been lost in places of work or in spaces of mentorship, even education. And so I want to guide you through this channeled meditation as a storyline. I want you to pay attention to the wisdom that flows through the words and see what lands for you, because whatever sticks will do its work. Trust that it'll do its work and guide you to release and extract whatever no longer serves your energy, whatever no longer belongs in your being for your wellness and fullest authentic expression in your career. Enjoy. This meditation is for healing abuse in mentorship, career dynamics, and the workplace. Follow the story as it is and receive what flows. Let go of the need to understand the context fully and just observe and pay attention to whatever comes to you through the wisdom. And I'll see you at the end. I delivered the glass of water I was asked for after completing 5 other tasks. I'm tired now. I look up and they see I'm tired. They're embarrassed. They are insecure and ungrounded in their own ability to repair. They project their lack forward. You didn't wipe the spot off of the class before bringing it. Leave it here, and I want you to bring the vessel next, please. I am made to feel that I'm wrong and working towards the wrong response. Here's your intervention. Stop. End this right here. No more entanglement. I want you to follow your truth from the beginning. You delivered. They are unable to see through what you put in. They're asking more. I want to express your need again for clarity on what is missing. Do it again with their input in mind. Then decide how you want to proceed. Don't give in to the lack. Don't give in to the fear. Don't give in to the victim identity. Release the need of them to absorb your creative mind out of you. That is their own pain projecting outwards. Adult me walks into the room. She sees what's happening, looks them straight in the eye, sternly says, "Enough of this abuse. We're walking out." She takes younger me with her in her chest. We go outside and she apologizes for what I experienced, reminding me that it was wrong. She kneels and looks at me, sternly reminding me of my worth, asking me how I felt, and hearing me as I express it, letting it out, and leaving it right there, as it no longer belongs in my energy. It belonged with them. Forgive them, pray for them, stay away from them, and move on. There are plenty of others in the world that know and have self-worth and are able to hold and nurture and work with others of high self-worth. We turn to each other and hug. We turn our backs and never look back. If this has been you in a toxic work culture, I am so very sorry. It is often that in those dynamics where rules, traditions, and systems have been passed down for years and years and years, things become a habit. Things become a form of initiation. Someone suffers, their mentee needs to suffer the same way in order for them to feel relieved that they had to go through it. It's actually the same thing that happens in any form of abuse or violence, whether that's sexual abuse or power abuse. I suffered, and because I have not yet healed the pain inside, part of me is relieved in seeing and maybe enacting the same pain onto someone else so that I am less alone in the experience. It's very sad, but it also awakens the part of us that goes, wait a moment, you don't need to feel pain either. You don't. Why are you suffering, and why are you dragging me into your suffering as well? It's when we turn on that awareness, the volume of awareness, and the compassion in our hearts so that we perceive what's true and so that we see skeletal issues and the root infection that is weakening its stability. And when that's the case, that's when people who have created or are protecting the skeleton become defensive, protective, partially over abusive in the process. I'm going to tell you my story. I wasn't expecting to do this today. I was working in a big company, and this company was going through some deep transitions and structural dynamics, but regardless of what things were created, what results were created, the structure was already suffering. And as a result, no matter what employees were doing, teams were doing, things had to happen for the structure to survive. And because of a lack of proper communication and transparency around the deep core issue of the structure needing to survive, the people who had been placed to protect the system had to take action in misalignment, perhaps with their own truth or with the health of the company. And I saw this over and over again with several people that I witnessed join and leave. Then I experienced it myself, where my entire team had to be dissolved and spread across different departments in all sorts of ways. I didn't see my work valued. I didn't see myself expressing the way that I knew I had so much fulfillment expressing as. And now I'm at the cusp of beginning a new venture that invites me to welcome the same people back in. And it's making me observe those dynamics a lot deeper so that I'm aware of what I had left there that might be returning and thanking me. Yet at the same time, it's time to close that chapter and open space for my own soul expression to guide me however it needs to, because I grew up in, a family that wanted me to be a high achiever, and I was valued for my achievements, my good grades, winning awards, and then it was about now you have to enter medical school to receive the same validation and to remember that you're worthy and you're valued. And it took some time for me to reparent myself and to remember that my worth is not tied to any of this. My worth was never tied to any of this. My worth was never tied to any of the grades, to any of the books that I read, to any of the courses that I took, to any of the universities that I attended, to any of the money that I made, to any of the businesses that I made. My worth was already always there. And so it became now about expressing rather than creating to achieve or to accumulate. It's now about expressing for joy, for fulfillment. And from that place, watch what is about to change. It's quite new to me. I'm quite early I'm such a newbie on the path. But I'm so excited because I have never, in my life to date, been rewarded for just the person that I am, for the soul that I carry, for the expression that I own in this lifetime, just as who I am, just the being that I am in a career context, let's say. I'm very grateful for relationships and true dynamics that have celebrated that to an extent. But I am willing to take the risk so that I change my life around and create from a place of wanting to be free, to express as the person I am, because I chose that in this lifetime. So many of us are switching career paths. So many of us are guided to let go of the ways that we've built our work lives in the past, our home lives in the past, and clean up what we'd consumed or inherited so that we rebuild from authenticity and so that we are truly fulfilled. Because you are never fulfilled until you manifest what is yours, not what someone else's manifestation looks like, or not what somebody else says happiness is achieved through, or not what your parents say you need to be. It's always inside, and it's a loss when we spend our lifetimes chasing things that we think will create happiness and fulfillment and peace, and forget that true joy and true peace and power comes through being the person that we came here to be. I am so humbled to share this. I am so honored to carry this. And I am so ready to finally express it and give permission as I go. Because so many of us, so many of you are aching to see what's possible, to know that it's yours, to know that you came here for that too, in your own way, in your own unique expression. So I want you to raise a glass, metaphorically, and celebrate the timeline we're entering, a new way for manifesting career. For you, for your family, for your well-being, for your abundance, for your lineage, and perhaps even legacy. Welcome. Welcome to you. And I'll see you on the next one. Be well. And thank you for listening. Share this with someone who might enjoy it, and see you next week. Thank you for joining. If you wish to participate as a guest on this podcast, you can submit an interest form below in the show notes. To learn more about SAEL and the intuitive guidance and coaching, I invite you to join my Substack community where I share channeled reflections, insights, and more. Join me at withsael.com. That's WITHSAEL.com. I wish you sovereign being, and hope to see you on the next one, with light and love and healing for all. Your host and SAEL.